For those who are born with the dog zodiac, well, year 2026 is the year to leverage your relationship and your creative potential. However, due to the presence of some of the negative star which wants the legal entanglement and some emotional distraught which could be affecting you. So therefore, let us discover what are the auspicious and also the inauspicious star which is influencing you or boosting your luck in the year of 2026. So let us get started with the inauspicious star for the dog zodiac. Well, first of all, you have the peeling head. The peeling head is a star of bereavement or mourning over the losses of someone. So therefore, this star reminds you to be more mindful, pay more attention over the health and well-being of your family members or perhaps your loved one, because sometimes when there are certain hidden health issue that may struck them without you knowing it, and this may causes you to feeling gloomy, uncomfortable, feeling unease, which is also known as the star of yellow flag. The star of yellow flag is sort of like a star of highly distracted due to all this emotional distraught that you can't comprehend because of suddenly loss of someone causes you to give up a lot of important thing. So therefore, the yellow flag remind you to be mindful and don't let your emotional derail you from your plan. So therefore, this is the star that causes you to experience all this high fluctuative kind of emotion. Okay, next are the cluster of charm star known as the officer charm, year charm, flying charm. Basically, the three of them remind you to pay attention over the legal issue, the judiciary agreement, and in case if you are working with certain organizations, you have to keep all this agreement NDA in check, and there are risks of all these summonses, penalty, tax issue. So this is all related to lawsuit or government official entanglement. So you need to be meticulous when it comes to all this important agreement related issue, because there are risks of escalating of all this entanglement that lead you to feeling stuck. So therefore, you need to pay more attention over this. And lastly is the five ghosts. The five ghosts is a star of suspicious which may heighten your curiosity, worriness over, suspicious over a lot of issue, and which may eventually cause you to stuck in all this paranoia. So therefore, as long as you are insightfully able to use this star to uncover doing investigations, actually this star is not entirely bad, because when you are suspicious, then it will lead you to investigate, right? So therefore, investigate, fact-finding, doing research is quite supportive when you have this star. Just make sure you are not easily stuck in all this paranoia, fear of what can go wrong, or worse, if you feel like, when you are given certain projects and somehow there are NDA and all this agreement that you need to comply, and somehow you feel all this could be quite overwhelming, it could be quite worrisome because you have yet to experience how to manage all this documentation. Well, this may be the star that heighten up and causes you to miss out important opportunities. But nevertheless, here are the auspicious star for the dog zodiac. First of all, you have the three stages. Well, the dog zodiac forms the three harmony with the tiger zodiac and also the horse zodiac. As you know, the horse is the grandeur of year 2026, which means that you are forming the creative allies with the powerful grandeur, which brings you recognitions, career advancement, and best of all is that your talent, your contributions, your expertise somehow is more shining or more visible this year. So more people can easily understand the value, or they are more appreciative over your offering, your skill set, or certain talents that you have that may be beneficial for them or in their projects. So therefore, this star boosts your career advancement, either in your creative or professional pursuit. It will elevate your status as well. And next, you have the dragon pool. The dragon pool is a star of building meaningful connections with all these influential figures. So therefore, this is a powerful connection star, which basically means that you have opportunity to being invited to join all these important meetings with all these influential figures. So therefore, when you are being invited or being participate or part of all these activities, you need to be outspoken and let people know that what kind of skill set or what you can bring to the table, how you can serve them, what kind of knowledge, resources, connections that you have may be able to add value in their projects. So therefore, this is a star of building meaningful, powerful connections, being able to offer you or position you with all these influential figures. So therefore, it will increase your fame, popularity, and success. So when the three stages combine together with the dragon pool, this brings you a lot of opportunity in terms of your career advancement, promotions, you're able to amplify the value or the branding of your business. Maybe you are being associated with certain big, larger brands that can also indirectly uplift your brand credibility. So therefore, take this opportunity to market yourself. Let people know what you are able to serve for them. Okay. And next is the elegant seal. This is the style of creative artistic pursuit. So if you are a creator, designer, or anyone who will work with all these creative tools, creative expression, well, this is the style that is heighten up your creative expression, especially if you're a content creator, because hey, nowadays everyone need to create content, right? So this style will boost and enhance your ability to create all this unique way of expressing ideas. Or perhaps if you're working with all this digital marketing, well, this style will heighten up your ability to craft very unique, funny story that is going to leave an impactful, long-lasting impressions in the audience. So therefore, this is the style that is highly beneficial, especially in nowadays where content is king. Okay. Next is the style of the sky bright, which brings you wisdom, intellectual growth, and also the most important, this style heighten up your ability to understand complex information. So if you're pursuing certain academic learning research, well, this style will heighten your ability to understand complex information, which is going to benefit in your creative or your innovations pursuit. Okay. Next one is the earth relief. This is a style of ability to dissolve issue using the environment energy. So therefore, if you are considering to renovate your house, improving your environment, upgrade your workspace, well, this style can definitely help you to improve your overall environment energy, because for us, of course, we will be using feng shui, right? So that you can tap all this auspicious energy and deactivate all the negative energy, so you can gain additional boost, which can further help you in your well-being, your pursuit, or your financial and your relationship pursuit as well. So therefore, this style is highly beneficial if you can consider to upgrade or improve your living space, your workspace, your office space. This will improve the overall energy. And plus, this style can also help those people who wanted to improve their house, like, you can activate both the elegant seal and also the earth relief, where you can consider, like, activities such as redesigning your house, like interior design. Maybe you wanted to refurbish or upgrade your asset, your house, your office, to improve or increase the value so that you can sell it at higher price. Well, why not? So overall, both of these style can heighten and empower you to be creative in terms of how you can improve the value of your asset as well. And I wanted to add a little bit more information in case for those who are pursuing spiritual enlightenment, learning all these unconventional healings like TCM, Qigong, energy healing, Reiki, or if you are doing a feng shui, well, you have the elegant seal, skyride, and earth relief. All these stars can heighten and support you in terms of learning metaphysics, healing, like qigong, tai chi, grounding, natural remedy. While all these stars will support, especially when you're doing anything related to natural resources. So therefore, if you are pursuing all this unconventional study, well, congratulations. All this star will highly supportive of all these kind of activities. And plus, you can turn the 5 gold star into an investigations, or it's going to heighten your curiosity, trying to figure out what went wrong, what are the real problem, and you will start to investigate and to perform a thorough analysis, diagnosis, so that you can understand how you can solve the right issue with the right diagnosis. So therefore, all the 3 stars that I mentioned can help you to transform all the negative to the positive. So therefore, do not miss out all these auspicious star for the dog zodiac. This is going to be highly beneficial. And for those who wanted to, if you are already in the real estate, the properties industry, well, all these star can also increase your ability to be creative in terms of how you market, how you improve your asset, so that you can increase the value, and perhaps you can create a certain storyline to sell the asset, to sell all these house properties, and so on and so forth. Let's discover where is the dog zodiac appear in your Chinese astrology chart, which is known as the Bazi, the 4 pillar of destiny. So if you have the dog zodiac in the year pillar, well, all the stuff that I already mentioned will happen in your social circles. It's going to happen in your friends. Maybe your friends will be more active in terms of social connections, activities, and you happen to be invited as well. So therefore, take this opportunity to expand and extend your social network, make your presence let people know what you are able to contribute, your skill set. So this is a powerful opportunity for you to expand your network. And maybe this is the year that you are surrounded with all these creative artistic connections. So therefore, if you are looking for creative designers in all these people that could help you to do all this creative marketing, well, you have a lot of opportunity like this. But do pay attention over the summonses, legal entanglement, penalties, because those could be the potential issue that may be affecting you. And lastly, you need to pay attention in terms of how you communicate, because when you are feeling overwhelming due to the start of the yellow flag, which may heighten up your sense of feeling unease, feeling distracted. So this may causes you to easily make some unnecessary over promises. So therefore, this just requires you to be mindful. And of course, all the funeral energy, which means that maybe your friends or your someone from your far relative, they may have some sad news. So therefore, you may need to pay attention to attend all these events. Okay. And next is the month pillar. So for the dog zodiac, well, the tree harmony may brings you career advancement, especially for career professionals. So this brings you a lot of opportunity to gain recognitions. So therefore, this year you have to start to learn how to level up your game, how you can take on the leadership role, how you can build your team to transform the entire organizations. So therefore, this year you have opportunity to build meaningful connections or strengthen the bonding between you and the top management. Well, if you have this kind of opportunity, go for it. Okay. For business owners, well, this star overall, all the auspicious star may signify you have opportunity to upgrade your research, improving your products, services with the elegant silk star. And also this may brings you opportunity to do some collaborations or crossover, or perhaps even joint venture, because with all the three harmony, three stages, it will heighten up your brand presence. Maybe you are being, gaining certain recognitions or publications that seeing your brands out there. So this year you need to be willing to build all these powerful connections. Let these connections elevate your brand status, direct or indirectly. And of course, for business owners, you do need to pay attention of over all these like penalties, summonses, legal protections, agreement issue, because they are bound to have all these potential issue which may be slightly sluggish and causes you to feel stuck once in a while. So therefore, this year you may need to work on the policy, how you can protect your business so that you are able to enjoy smooth sailing, how you can protect your intellectual or creative aspect. Because I wanted to add additional information, because if when you have the elegant silk star together with all this legal entanglement, this may denote risk of intellectual infringement. So therefore, you need to be creative, especially when there are a lot of AI generator. They may be using certain copyrighted materials, and when you publish your content, you may be struck with all this legal embezzlement, right? So therefore, pay attention over the copyright infringement issue or legal protection issue. Make sure you didn't cross the border, and try to learn how to play the game safe. Okay. And next, when your dog zodiac appear in your day pillar, which may brings, it will either influence your personal growth or it will influence your spouse. So therefore, having the tree harmony means that you have more collaborations opportunity to meet your spouse. For those who are single, maybe you have opportunity to join all these social gatherings, social events, and one thing may lead to another. Maybe you may found someone that you are interested to develop in the long term. Well, those are the opportunity that may arise. And for those who are already in a relationship or already married, well, apparently this year the elegant steel style may boost your creative artistic pursuit. Means that maybe you and your spouse can go for some art gallery or go to pursue certain creative related activities. So overall, it will increase your bonding when you have opportunity to work on important activities together. But do pay attention, because due to the peeling hat and the yellow flag, this may mean that there are some sad events happen in either your own family or your spouse family. So the both of you need to pay attention to the well-being and the health situations over the both family members. Okay, and overall, this is going to boost your creative expressions. Maybe the both of you can go for some food hunting, record video together, and this is going to be fascinating to improve the strength, to strengthen the bonding between you and your loved one. And last is the owl pillar. Well, the owl pillar represent anything related to asset investment. Maybe you have bought a house and this year you wanted to upgrade, you wanted to renovate, or perhaps you wanted to do some makeover to increase the value of your asset. Well, this is going to be highly supported because you have the elegant seal star and also the earth relief star. Okay, but do pay attention, with all this legal and embezzlement, which means that when you do renovations, maybe you need to apply certain permit, you need to get your plan approved before you execute, before you start building. So make sure you follow all these rules compliancy. Okay, and of course for those who have children, well, this pillar also represent your children. Well, maybe this year your children, you start to notice they are more creative, so if you can support them in their creative and artistic improvement or activities, this will be highly beneficial. And for team leaders, business owners, well, with the 3 stages, maybe it's time for you to promote your team so that they can take on more responsibility from you, so where you can delegate all this authority to help them to level up themselves, to level up their game as well. So overall, those are the auspicious activities. When it comes to personal mindset, because the hour pillar also represent your mindset, well, maybe this year you are more interested to study all this metaphysics and all this mysterious art that somehow it sounds quite intriguing to you. So therefore, it's also highly supportive and boosts all these creative investigations, doing proper diagnose, and also of course researching how you can decipher all these unique patterns, like studying the mysterious art, the mysterious pyramid, all this stuff somehow easily intuitive to be grasped by you in the year of 2026. Okay, and next let's talk about the strategic allies and timing. Well, as you know, the dog zodiac, your best friend is the rabbit zodiac, and this year the rabbit zodiac have huge loose amount of auspicious star like fortune star. So therefore, if you wanted to build your business together, you wanted to collaborate and leverage on a powerful connection, well, the rabbit zodiac could be one of your top leverage this year. And of course, you form the 3 harmony with the horse zodiac, which is the grandeur. So therefore, if you happen to know someone who are starting to build their influence, they are getting recognitions, well, maybe you need to tap into their network so that you will be also able to elevate your reputations, make your work are being known in the public. Okay, so therefore the horse zodiac is definitely one of the partner that you can leverage on your growth. And also you form the 3 harmony with the tiger zodiac, which means that the tiger this year doesn't have much auspicious star, but however they have the star of research learning. So therefore maybe they could be your best research partner, where the tiger zodiac this year may be doing a lot of experiment and you can learn from their case studies. Okay, and do take note over all these auspicious months such as February, March, June, because these are the months that you'll be heighten up your opportunity to build all these powerful allies, connections, social networking. And do take note over the month of January, April, July, and September, because these are the months which may give you some clash. There will be some disruptions which may direct or indirectly affect your performance and your overall journey process. Okay, and in case if you wanted to learn more about your own inborn energy, what kind of skill set you're born with, what are your hidden talent, which industry that you thrive the most, and most of all, perhaps your spiritual life path, what is your spiritual life path, what is your guardian angel, what are the unique special spiritual gift that you have been given, but you are yet to uncover how to activate it. Okay, so therefore you schedule a sessions with me to help you to craft your battle plan, or at least discover what is your energy, what kind of characteristic you are, and what kind of activities that you need to do more that you can easily do and thrive and rise in your career. Or perhaps you wanted to study and learn a little bit more about Chinese astrology, metaphysics. Well, do join our annual Chinese astrology event known as the Hack My 2026, co-organized together with my partners Pauline Cheng and Charmaine Hall, where the 3 of us will be showing you a lot of ideas how you can hack, how you can plan your year of 2026 with the art of Chinese astrology. Do check it out. So that's all from me in this session. If you love what I'm sharing, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification icon to receive the latest notifications every time I publish new contents, because there'll be some of the information that I can't manage to squeeze in into this video. Please do check out additional information from my blog, from my website, so you can get the latest additional updates, including the monthly forecast in terms of strategy, in terms of your annual or monthly feng shui energy, so that you will be able to use all this energy is to help you in, so that you'll be able to use all these information to help you in planning your year of 2026. So that's all from me, Jonathan Lee. I would love to see you all in the next video. Wish you all a prosperous and wondrous year of Fire Horse.